tell me again about this medical miracle.
I think it's a medical miracle. My name is Al. I'm 66 years old. And about 3 years ago, I thought I had a kidney stone. So I figured I'd wait a couple days for it to pass, and it didn't. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, let's get some x-rays. So they took x-rays, and they said I had a bulged disc in my back. But while they were doing that, they said, well, instead of us doing anything with that, you got 3 aneurysms that need to be taken care of right away. So I said, okay, well with that I had the CAT scans and these other processes. They says, well, not only do you have problems with your aneurysms, your liver's not doing too well. So they sent me to a liver specialist, and they said, nope, yeah, you're in bad shape. And they actually determined that the liver problem was undetermined. They couldn't say what caused it. I'm not a drinker, and most times every doctor you go see or anybody says, oh, how much do you drink? Were you an alcoholic? And believe me, they said a very small percent of people that have liver transplants are from alcohol. Most of them are from other reasons. So while I'm waiting for my liver transplant, you have to be put on a list. And while I'm going through all these tests, they decided I have lupus, which I never had before. So I had to take medicine for my lupus. So now it's getting worse with my liver, and I get put on the transplant list, and back in the middle of the night in December 30th or 29th, they call and said, come on down, we got your liver. So
that's the liver delivery, right?
Yeah, liver delivery. And so I went there, got a liver transplant, and I think when they were doing that, they messed around with my lung, because a month or so later, I was having a hard time breathing. So I went to a lung doctor, and they said, well, you got dried blood inside your lung. So I had to go and get operated on my lung, which you'd think they'd go, but they go through the back. I don't know, but they go through the back, and they took care of that problem. And then, well, after that, then I had a blockage in one of my veins in my leg, so I had to get that. And one of my stents for my aneurysms, they had to make it longer or put an extension on it or something because it wasn't working the way it was supposed to. So now, while all this is going on, then I discovered now, or they discovered, I am a diabetic now. So with all these pills and the injections and everything else, it's crazy. So then, a few months later, I'm going to the bathroom, urinating, and chunks of what I thought were blood are coming out. And I go to the doctor, and they take a sample of it, and they say, well, you got cancer. And I don't know if you ever had to get catheterized. Well, when they do this, they have to inject
I've been lucky enough to have.
I have tuberculosis virus inside me. They go through the penis into your bladder. And I have to do this every week for, I don't know what it was, 6 weeks. And then it didn't work, so they tried it again. But because of the medicine I was taking for my liver, it was kind of counteracting what this was supposed to do. So the doctor says, well, there's nothing we can do before it goes through the wall of your bladder. Let's just remove your bladder. So, lo and behold, back in the hospital, and let's cut it out. So I'm missing parts, I got new parts, and I got some used parts in me. So, but I'm happy. You can see, this is what you call, they call it a Mercedes scar. That's for a liver transplant, because it looks like a Mercedes. You ever see the emblem for Mercedes? They call it a Mercedes scar. The bladder bag, see, now I have to live with the bag.
Okay.
you know, and my scar goes all the way down there. So it's, you know, but I'm happy. I'm alive. If it wasn't for this technology, I wouldn't be around.
So you're a medical miracle.
I don't know.
Yeah, with us.
I think so. And I think my doctors, I've always, you know, they know how I feel about them. And, you know, they already told me that they got too much time invested for me for anything else to go wrong. So hopefully I'm all right.
How was your massage?
Very good. Excellent.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much.